At its core, plagiarism is just the use of another author's words or ideas without attributing proper credit. The definition of plagiarism that Fuller gives in its academic integrity standards is unattributed quotations or paraphrase of ideas from published, unpublished, or electronic sources. It might be helpful to think of plagiarism as just one of several ways that you might, intentionally or unintentionally, violate academic integrity, or basically cheat. In case you didn't catch that, yes, you might accidentally plagiarize, but that doesn't mean you're excused. Accidental plagiarism is still plagiarism, and it's still a serious problem. Here are a few reasons why. First, there's the problem of honesty. Omitting citations and copying another author's work are ways of bearing false witness. When you do those things, you imply to your reader that the intellectual content of the work that you've turned in is your own, when it's actually not. Though the practical consequences of plagiarism in an academic setting are totally real, I hope that you will primarily think about plagiarism as a theological and a spiritual problem. If you didn't come up with an idea, to use it as your own is a lie. I truly believe that education is a spiritual enterprise, and we can embrace its benefits fully by really engaging in healthy and honest practices around using the work of other writers whose God-given gifts we also enjoy. Secondly, plagiarism makes it seem like you didn't do the work. Maybe you just didn't do the proofreading necessary to check your document and make sure that you included all the necessary quotation marks and citation information. Fortunately, those are really easy problems to fix. But maybe you misused sources in such a way that it seems you didn't take the time to process the information that you're using in your writing. Even though Fuller is a seminary and exists primarily to prepare students for ministry in church and non-church settings, it is also an accredited academic institution, and we earn degrees here through hard work. Next, plagiarism can suggest that you don't fully understand the content that you're using in your writing. If you use vocabulary, sentence structure, or an organizational approach that directly mimics another author, it can appear to a reader familiar with that material, like your professor, that you're not comfortable enough with the content to really use it and explain it in your own voice. Writing is often used in academic settings, like Fuller, for assessment, to allow teachers to observe and mark their students' progress. So you might start to think about academic integrity and avoiding plagiarism as not just meeting objective standards, but also demonstrating to your readers how well you've mastered the material. And lastly, plagiarism can undermine the discourse community that we're a part of as writers. Plagiarism holds other writers back. Including citations in footnotes or in text, along with a bibliography and a reference list, is like giving your reader a treasure map of the thinking behind your paper, allowing them to be on the literal and metaphorical same page as you. And if you're an observant reader and a diligent researcher, you will also benefit from citation and attribution by other authors. Responsible use of outside research is how you pay that favor forward. Notes. Once you understand what plagiarism is and how to avoid it, the next step is to understand how to respectfully and artfully incorporate research into your own writing. How to deal with intellectual property in a way that's respectful, that's theologically honest, and that works for you as well. In the next few pages, you'll find all the objective information necessary for avoiding plagiarism, as well as some practical tips for doing so in a way that works for your own